Hey everyone, Digital David here. Today in this video, I'm going to be checking out the BISSELL SteamShot Deluxe. If you're interested in this product or you want to find out more about it, the link to it will be in the video description. Here's a look at the retail box and packaging. It's very simple, straightforward, and generic. We learned that we have the SteamShot Deluxe. The model number is 39N78. There's one in here, and we have some information about how every purchase can save pets' lives. So you can learn more about the BISSELL Pet Foundation. Now let's go ahead, let's open it up and look at the contents. Here are all the contents. First up, we have our product literature featuring our registration card and our user guide and manual walking us through everything we need to know about our new steam cleaner with the accessories and tools, how to set up and use it, as well as cleaning and sanitizing instructions, as well as aftercare use. Next, we have all of our different accessories and attachments right here. 3 different brushes color-coded for you. See that right there. Nice little nozzle tool, scraper tool, another brush nozzle. We have our extension. We have our squeegee. We have our larger steamer with cover you can use if you want for steaming fabric. 6.6 ounce cup to easily refill the unit. Nice extension hose right here for more portability. And then we have the SteamShot Deluxe itself right here with integrated power cord, indicator light. We have our trigger right there. Here is the top that we can unscrew to easily refill. So there we go. You can take the cup, fill it up just like that. And then all of the nozzles will attach right here, either on the front of the unit, or you can use some of the accessories to extend the reach if you want, or the hose. On the side, it says BISSELL SteamShot Deluxe. Here's a look at the back side. Here's a look at the very bottom. Now let's go ahead and try it out. Step 1 is to go ahead. We're going to fill up the unit right here with water. Very easy to pour in and use the included cup. Obviously, if you wanted to, you could stick it under a sink faucet as well, but that'll make more of a mess. But there we go. We just poured our water in. So now we need to secure the top. There we go. We have the top on. And now the last step is choose the accessories you want. So say we want to go ahead, we'll use that. We'll just twist it on. And then we'll take a brush right here. Just gently press in place. There you go. Now you're ready to plug it in and start cleaning. So the SteamShot takes around 3 minutes to heat up. The indicator light will turn off and you'll obviously see some signs of steam and heat rising from the unit. First up, we're going to use our scraper tool right here and we're going to clean our stove top. So just press the button to release steam when desired. Scrape up some of those hard to clean areas. So far, so good. And you can use that little edge right there. We get some of those hard to reach areas. Now I'm going to wipe it down with the paper towel. So a noticeably cleaner stovetop thanks to the steam and scraper getting any sort of clumps of food, spills, things like that off the surface. Now let's add a brush to the mix to see if we can hone in on some of the additional surface messes that we have that are really baked into the stovetop from our heating elements. With the different colors, you can use these to designate maybe a specific room or area you always want to clean. So that's why it's nice to have the color options. You can keep track of which end and tip you use where. So on this burner, it did make a difference. It does look better, but there are still some areas that we'll have to touch up and clean, and most likely use a more abrasive brush to be able to get those off the surface. Now it's time for my favorite area to clean, the microwave. So obviously we have crumbs in here that'll just wipe out, but there's a lot of grease from butter, from cooking bags of popcorns, splatter from food. The SteamShot is definitely a life hack here to get this microwave looking as good as new. We're gonna keep the same brush head attachment on right here, and we'll clean all throughout the microwave. And that steam does such a good job loosening and softening everything up, so it's really easy to wipe down and clean. So 5 minutes later, check it out. The microwave is as good as new. What's nice about this cleaner is it's just the power of steam, no harsh chemicals or anything like that. So in 5 minutes, with a little bit of elbow grease, just wiping down the microwave with some paper towels, this is what you can expect. So nice, so clean, as good as new. Definitely my favorite thing to use the BISSELL SteamShot on is cleaning the microwave. I don't know, it's just so satisfying to me. Now it's time to show our angle concentrator tool some love. This is a great tool to have for those hard to reach areas, like around maybe your sink and your faucets. So here we go. I'm just gonna concentrate that right into that one area and blast it with that hot steam to start cleaning it. And here it is in action. Look at that. Very powerful. Get those hard to reach areas. And maybe you want to come back with the scraper tool. Move that around. And continue on with your cleaning. So while not perfect, it's definitely better. You could also use it up here, right? Up here, some of those hard to clean and reach areas. Here's a look at it from the back side. So we still need to do a little bit more work here to really scrape off some of this mildew buildup from our faucet. Friendly reminder, you also have your grout cleaning tool. So if you had a tile backsplash back here, you could use that to clean the grout. Or if you have a shower, anything like that, that's tile, maybe some tile flooring, they have you covered as well. Now we have the squeegee attachment installed right here. We're gonna clean our window. So I'm gonna go line by line right here. And then we'll come back through and just squeegee it. And we'll go once along the bottom here. And now we're just on mop-up duty, so we'll bring it all to the bottom. This attachment is useful for windows like this, any sort of glass. So if you have a mirror, shower door, I'm sure you can get creative and think about a couple other applications for it. And at the very bottom, let's just try to go across right here. Not too bad. We could let that air dry. I'd probably recommend at the very bottom, still being on mop-up duty with a paper towel or a microfiber cloth. Now it's time to try out the built-in steamer with this wrinkly shirt right here. This is the feature I'm most excited for with our BISSELL SteamShot Deluxe. I really wish the original version had this, not just the deluxe version. So I went ahead and have our attachment installed. I put both pieces on just to extend it as far out as possible. I do want to point out this is a little bit top heavy and tippy, so I do already see something that I think they can improve in the future, especially if you're planning on using this to do a lot of garments. So let's go ahead, let's press our trigger and get a feel for the steam right here. So there it is, coming out. Now let's try it on the shirt. See if we can do this with two hands. This will be interesting. There we go. Not too bad right there. I can already tell you it's not as good as a handheld steamer because we have to use both hands here, one on the trigger, and then only get one hand to use around the shirt, where it'd be nice to have both hands free so we could really smooth it out. If you see what I'm saying there. So this would probably be just an emergency option, in my opinion. That'd probably be the best bet you'd have for this. If you want to apply some hot steam directly to it, like I said, you'll basically have to set it there, you know, and then move on. So I'm a little disappointed, in full honesty. Don't get me wrong, it is helping. It is definitely reducing the wrinkles here. Looks much better already than where we started. But see, tippy, you get the idea there. So I'd say this is going to be more of just an emergency steam, or maybe to a certain user, you might have the right piece of clothing, the right combination of skills with your hands to be able to make something like this work. But I wouldn't count on this if you're buying it just for this feature. Really, I would say it's more beneficial to use some of the other attachments to clean around your house than to steam your wrinkly clothes. Now, for all you couch critics out there, if you want to hang your fabric, so we have our shirt hung up, you could use it one-hand operation, right? So now we can remove the wrinkles this way. And it's definitely a lot better. That's going to be the best application for this. But again, you can do what you want. I just really wish and had a lot of hope that I'd be able to basically set this down, use the nice attachment hose, not have to hold it and steam my clothes. That's just not very practical. The best way to do it is to have your fabric hung up, and then you have a hand free to be able to hold it where you want to get the results that you're after. And just make sure not to steam your hand. So here are my final thoughts after using the BISSELL SteamShot Deluxe. Here's what I want to say. If you're debating getting a SteamShot or not getting a SteamShot, that answer is easy. Go ahead, get a SteamShot. You'll appreciate having a tool like this in your arsenal and your cleaning kit for those one-off, hard-to-clean areas that you're just not sure how you'd ever clean it. Chances are this will help you be able to tackle that area. Now, if you're debating between the regular SteamShot and the deluxe version, that comes down to just a couple of features you may or may not use. The first one is, do you foresee yourself using the extension and maybe you're a little bit shorter and there's some hard to reach areas? This is going to be a nice welcomed addition for you. Second thing is, do you have a lot of glass around your house that you plan to clean, like shower doors, maybe in the master bathroom, things like that? Then you might appreciate having the squeegee here. And lastly, are you looking for a multi-purpose device because you do want to use this on fabrics occasionally? Then that's going to be your deciding factor as well. If you can live without all of those features, the regular one is going to be great for you. You'll be really happy with it and you'll save a little bit of money. If you feel like these are justifiable, you'll appreciate having them and spending a little bit more to get them.